For those of you that are new to the channel, you might be not familiar with my 1970 Dodge Charger. If you're somebody who's coming from my Instagram or TikTok, you've probably seen a bunch of videos that I post of this car. And you know, my whole life it's always been my dream car, right? And you know, as for a lot of people, they would say it's probably the most badass muscle car on the road, and I truthfully believe that. I think it's one of the most unique designs. I think it's possibly the most unique designed car ever. And you know, what this car has is a different kind of aura to it and all of that, and it's a very unique feeling when you're driving it, especially something like this where it's really just kind of untouched and it's not really messed with too much, where I'm worried about where I'm going to park it, or I'm worried about if someone dings it a little bit or something like that. Yes, I chose to not paint the car. I chose to keep it pretty original with the paint and all of that. I chose to put stickers all over it and that. And you know, I wanted that old school beat up stock car feel and that look, that Darlington, you know, throwback kind of feel. And that's really what I get out of the car when I drive it. I've learned to appreciate something like this a lot more and respect the drivers of the time that used to drive these cars, because I think a lot of people are really stupid now when they drive, and they don't realize how freaking easy cars are to drive today. It's quite sad actually that, you know, there's all these technology advancements in cars that really just make you stupider and make the car a lot easier to drive. And it's a shame, because this is really a driver's car, and I think anything of this generation of vehicles is really a driver's car, especially up until I'd say the late 90s. You could even argue, you know, until the early 2000s. Comparably to why this car is still badass today is because they've never even attempted to really make something like it. I mean, you've seen Dodge come out with the Charger, and you know, they've tried to revamp it. I thought the four-door version, even the new version that they've come out, the EV body style, I do like the look of it. The EV portion of it I'm not a huge fan of, or the Hurricane version, you know, not for me. I definitely prefer a V8. But you know, if we're talking about the 2015 version and up until recent years, that look was great. I mean, if you ever actually look at a 2015 to, I think it's about 2023, I believe they were making it. If you look at these body lines, they actually copied a lot of them on the new Charger and all that. They actually just did a bigger fin opening there with it, but the body lines, the way they actually mismatch and all that, and even the panels here, they have like a mini sail panel at the back. And it looks really cool, and I did appreciate what Dodge did with that, especially with the Hellcat and all of that. But it's still not this. And you know, you can say the same thing about a 67, 68 Mustang. I mean, to me, that's a fastback Mustang of those 2 years is just, it's untouched compared to any other Mustang. It's not even close. And that's kind of what this car does. It's really the 68 to 70 Charger, the 67 to 68 Mustang, really to me have always been the pinnacle of muscle cars. You know, they were really what has defined what muscle cars are today, because at the end of the day, everyone's just trying to live to their legacy when you're looking at muscle cars and all of that. And you know, they're icons, and you know, driving this all the time throughout, you know, the portion that I have and the respect I have for it is genuinely something that I'll always cherish, because it is unique. When you're driving it, it just feels like there's nothing on the road that's even close to you. And you know, you can buy, sure, a new muscle car and all that, and at the end of the day, you're going to see another one of yours somewhere on the road. When you drive something like this, this is a one-off in today's day. And you know, it's unfortunate that these cars are going up so much in value, because obviously as an owner, I'm happy that they are, but I would never even sell it. So it doesn't even matter to me that the value is going up. I would rather that the value kind of just stayed affordable, and that, you know, people who really enjoy these cars buy them, instead of people just buying them and pissing, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars into them to make them restored or resto mods, and then they just sit as garage queens and nobody drives them and they're worried about it. And yeah, there's a little bit of worry all the time when you're driving it, for sure, and I think there is with anything that's kind of irreplaceable. And these cars are kind of coming to that point where they're getting a little bit irreplaceable as far as what the value is and all that. And you know, it's one of those things, there's a fine line of respect to it, but obviously it's a car. Drive it, enjoy it. It's like people with shoes, and you know, people who store shoes in their closet, I'll never understand that. Like, it's just, you're basically doing the same thing with your car. I mean, you're just storing it in your garage, and that might as well be an enclosed closet. So yeah, the cool factor, unmatched. This car, there's just nothing like it. There really isn't. And you know, I've seen that with some of the comments that people have made on my videos and stuff like that, you know, and I do appreciate all the love and support that you guys give me with all the videos and that. And yeah, there's really nothing like it, especially when you just feel that rumbling big block around town. It's great. It's a wonderful feeling for sure.